your assistant professor RPIIT. So today we are going to discuss our next topic of our front-end development subject. So our topic name is constructor function. So let's start with the definition. A constructor function is a special function in JavaScript used to create and initialize objects. It serves as a blueprint for creating multiple instances of similar types, encapsulating properties and methods for each instance. Constructor functions are a key feature of JavaScript object-oriented programming capabilities. So let's start with the first type, how we can create constructor function. Let's start with defining a constructor function. So to define a constructor function, use a regular JavaScript function but name it with an initial uppercase letter as convention to distinguish it from other functions. Like this is the syntax of the function constructor function name parameter this dot property name this dot method name etc. So we can understand this by using this example. So let's copy this example our VS Code. So now our function is created. Let's try to run it in our browser. So okay, this can run on the console. Go to our code. So here let's try to create an instance of our object. Let's creating two instances. First is car1 and second is car2. So as you can see, car1 object has a car name, brand name Toyota, color red, and year 2021. And second is car2 object, which has Hyundai blue and 2020 as a brand, color, and year. This is also a function named start. This can print the brand name of our object. So let's try to run this in our console. So we can run easily by this. So our first is car1. So try to run our object. So this is car1. So here we get car1 brand color start function. So if we want to access the brand, so we can do by dot operator and enter. So we get the Toyota. If we want to try to call our function which is defined in our object car1 dot function name is start. So we can get the console. Oh, we can use the curly brackets because it was a function start. So we get the Toyota is starting because we gave our car1 object brand Toyota and color red. So this is a simple way defining our object. Second is adding methods to our constructor prototype. So using the prototype property, you can define methods that are shared across all instances of constructor. This approach is more memory efficient because the methods are not recreated for every instance. Like in this example, we can create function person name as we can create here function name, but here we did not create the function here. Like we can create the function of object outside that function, like adding to a method to the prototype. This is a memory efficient way. So and other things are same. We can pass here name and age. So here we create the object of our person one we gave Alice and 25, and here we add the function of that object here. Hello, my name is the name, that name is taken from here. So this is the simple methods of this constructor function. There are other properties like combining constructor function and prototype. We can combine the functions and prototype like we can take these both step combine. Third is new keyword, like we can use new keyword to create the new object like user one laptop John, for example. This is the same way we can create objects. The difference between constructor function and factory functions. This is same. We can create here constructor name, constructor function give parameter here. This dot brand using prototype give function name and add create our objects. Run this output is Tesla. So this is the same as we can create. So now our second topic is prototype in JavaScript. So every object has a interlink type to another object called a prototype. So basically prototype is an inbuilt object for all the objects in JavaScript. So it is an integral part of JavaScript object. So what is prototype? So it is a mechanism by which JavaScript objects inherit properties and methods from other objects. Like in this, that object this. So if we want to try this in our code, so we can. So here, so let's try to find the prototype of our object, which is our object is obj. So obj using obj. So this is a empty function. So let's try to find the proto of this object. Console.log is help to print the string of objects. Like in this, we want to find the proto of that object. Proto means we can, in this we can find the property. Like proto dot pro. We can use double here. So here we get the undefined because this is the empty string, empty object. So they does not have any inbuilt inherit properties. So we can better understand why this the prototype chain. In this we can create and let animal object give a state of this like eat true and create second object dog break true. So we can assign the dog dot proto to animal. So we can assign this dog as proto of this animal object. So now this set as a proper prototype of dog. If we console here dog dot eat, we can get the output from here eat here because this inherit the property of animal. So this is the basic concept of inheritance. This is inherited by that eat object. So there are other things in here like defining methods on prototype. Same way here we only define the state. In this we also define the functions of prototype like person dot prototype greet is equal to function this. We can add this function here. So like we can done this prototype inheritance, allow object to inherit properties and method from other objects. Checking prototypes object dot get properties. These are the methods we can use to check the property of our prototype. Third is overriding prototype properties. We can override these properties like we can done in our inheriting concept of oops. So thank you. That's all about this video. We can meet in our next video.